First of all, I'm honored to have the former Surgeon General, David Satcher, with me. Can you tell me a little bit about your wife's diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease?
Well, my wife's name is Nola, N-O-L-A, and she, most of her adult life has been a poet. She's written 2 books of poetry, and she's done a lot of children's poetry. But her mother had Alzheimer's, was diagnosed, I guess, at least 30 years ago, and died at the age of 93 after being in an institution for 15 years. So Nola was diagnosed about 17 years ago, I think 2001, maybe 2000. And so we've been living with Alzheimer's in that since that time. She was able to manage for at least 6 to 8 years after that, manage in the sense that she continued to drive. And it was really when we joined a clinical trial at Wesleywood at Emory that they tested her and said she should not be driving. So I didn't have to take her keys away. They did. I mean, once they said that, I mean, there was no more problem. But I'm the kind of person who believes that, you know, you have to deal with whatever life hands you. And life hands different people different things. This has been a major challenge for me, but it's not the first one. So I still love being around Nola. I mean, she's amazing. Even in what people are calling the severe stages, she has a sense of humor. When it comes to me, she knows how, you know, to make me laugh. Even at 3 o'clock in the morning, I mean, she's amazing. So, but let me make no mistake about it, it's a terrible disease. It is really, when you think about what Nola was and the way she used to read poetry to children and to adults, it's just an amazing loss. She's at home about half of the time, and when I'm traveling, she's at the Alzheimer's Care Center. When I'm at work, I have a home care person. But let me say a word about that. I realize that there are going to be many caregivers who cannot afford a home care person or an Alzheimer's care, and I'm worried about that group of caregivers. I really am, and I would do anything I can to help build some resource to help caregivers. I know a lot of them are going to have to quit their jobs and their careers, and when that happens, of course, a lot of them are going to end up being angry at the person who has Alzheimer's. So I just hope we can come up with some strategy to support caregivers.
What is your we get so many questions and messages from people saying, I don't feel like I have the coping strategies to deal with this disease. So what with that in mind, what is a good piece of advice you have for people?
Well, I mean, obviously it's going to depend a lot on who you are and what your resources are. For some people, you know, it's other family members. For some people, it's their religion. And for me, it's and some people, it's their work. And for me, I think it's a combination of all 3 of those things. You know, my faith, my work, my family, generally, including Nola. I still enjoy being with Nola, despite the fact that I have to, a lot of times, feed her, change her, all of those kinds of things.
Great, thank you.